discovery drivers signed on to the crossing of Siberia. They wanted to prove that it was a genuine Land Rover, worthy of the legacy that began with the original Land Rover, now dubbed Defender. With the 1990s came an explosion in the sport utility market. New ones arrived from Lexus, Hummer, and even Cadillac. But Range Rover, the first luxury SUV, was still the vehicle of choice for the country set. The company capitalized on its image and began to promote Land Rover as part of a lifestyle. And it was only a matter of time before owners of these go-anywhere vehicles decided to put them to the test. Land Rover driving academies are known as the world's most exclusive off-road driving schools, providing an intensive course on rough terrain. The program equips owners with the tools to explore some of the most beautiful places on Earth. But first, they must submit their skills and their vehicles to punishing tests. In 1994, the Range Rover celebrated its 25th birthday with a new model. Built in a new assembly plant, it was the most technically advanced vehicle they'd ever produced. The new Range Rover had to compete with a growing number of new sport utes from around the world. It wasn't enough to have heritage on your side. To distinguish itself from the rest of the pack, Land Rover concentrated on improving the buying experience. They did away with the traditional showrooms and put the sales force in casual clothes. Land Rover centres were created. They looked more like hunting lodges than car lots. They even gave buyers the opportunity to put their new SUV to a real test. As sport utility vehicles became the hottest automotive market segment, Land Rover needed money for new products. At the same time, BMW was seeking to expand its own line of cars. They looked at the array of brands owned by Land Rover's parent company: Rover, Triumph, Mini, MG and Land Rover, and in 1994 they purchased the lot. In 1996, Land Rover turned 50. With new capital from BMW, it celebrated this anniversary by introducing a next generation of 4x4 vehicles, a mini SUV called Freelander. It was the first Land Rover without a separate chassis frame and the first with a transversely mounted engine. Originally developed for Europe, with more than 16 patented features, including hill descent control, Freelander was eventually marketed worldwide. It was not designed to replace or compete with the Range Rover, Discovery or Defender, instead being geared to a younger, sportier buyer. While new products were being developed and launched, BMW was suffering tremendous daily losses due to its purchase of the Rover Group. Shareholders were growing restive. BMW now had its own SUV with help from Rover. the X5. Pressure mounted. BMW estimated that the disastrous Rover Group purchase had cost it $5 billion, and it cut its losses. A year after the X5 debuted, it sold Land Rover to Ford. Land Rover was feeling stiff competition from Mercedes and others. Ford quickly announced its intention to fully support the Land Rover marque, as it had done with Jaguar and the people who drive these vehicles.
Get to the top of the hill, first gear, no brakes, let hill descent control lock you down.
No, this is my very first time doing this.